Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
We are back with our celebrity makeup artist and friend, Christina Flach, joining us here live from beautiful California, but world renowned for pretty girl makeup and, well, so much. I mean, she does a lot. She's all over the TV, in magazines, rave reviews. She's an amazing mother, and I would love you to introduce yourself to start.
Hi, Jill. I love seeing you every Friday. It's so great to start the weekend off with your pretty face.
Ditto.
Yes. Do you have a good week?
Yes, everything's good. I did that little laser treatment yesterday. We were just talking a little bit about maintenance, and ladies, we have to do that to build our collagen and resurface our skin. So I'm a little red today, but it's a good feeling.
How long is that going to last, do you think?
It lasts for like 3-4 days. So the first surface will fall off eventually. So it's not too invasive, but it's good. I love it.
That's so great. It's really important with skin to be it's shocking it all the time because it gets used to a certain routine, certain cleansers, certain moisturizers. They kind of like lose their effectiveness. So it is really important, like just what you did, to give it a nice little shock, boost the collagen to keep it healthy. And you do need to start it. You know, you need to always be taking care of your skin, obviously, from a young age. I mean, in your teens and 20s, sunscreen is the most important thing to protect, and then hydrate with the eye cream and vitamin C serum and retin-A as we get older, different things, but constantly changing it. And that's, in fact, I think also with even exercise, our bodies get used to one workout. And so it's good to change it up, do some yoga, do some Pilates, maybe do something harder, but the body is in constant need of shock. What are your thoughts on that?
It's so true. I agree. Hey, I'm a big proponent in that, and I believe it. So I never really, after I was 20 something, I didn't put my face in the sun. So it's funny because my face, everyone makes fun of, it's like white and then my body's like tan. Put my body in the sun with sunblock, but I don't even put my face in the sun. I put sunblock on, but I don't put it in the sun. So I have two different skin tones, but I use the makeup products that you would help to tone the face. And so when I want to look like I match perfectly. But I know sun damage is so horrible, and it's something I'm trying to stress to my kids. They yell at me for wearing their swim shirts. So none of your friends are. Their skin is going to be horrible when they get older. And I'm so proactive overly, but I do it for good reason.
No, it's true. Sun damage, it is shocking. If you look at women like in the 60s that were these beautiful, amazing movie stars, Ursula Andrews, different women that were in the sun a lot, and you see what the sun did to their beautiful skin, it's shocking. I mean, it can really hurt your skin, and doesn't matter what kind of a makeup artist or what makeup products you use, you can't turn it around. So you are lucky that you have been protecting your skin from that dangerous sun all these years, because you won't age. I mean,
I'm aging, but we can slow it down a little. And I know for today, hey, fall is upon us, and we want to do a new skincare regimen. What should we be doing for our face? A little fall special here today with Christina Flach.
Yes. So I think it's kind of fun to be doing, we can't always be going to the spa and getting a facial because it's just, expensive and you can't get in. It's really, as Jill and I are always talking about, the consistency. Do it at home, get your own little routine. So with fall, I think it would be really fun. We've got pumpkins. We're going to carve pumpkins. You can use, the middle part of the pumpkin, grind it up in your blender or Cuisinart, make a paste, and you can make a mask with that. Pumpkin is so great for tightening skin. It is good for getting rid of blemishes, acne. It is so powerful. So what you can do for the mask, you put in the pumpkin, you can put in some yogurt and some ground up oatmeal to make a little mask and a scrub. And then you can do the same thing with a sugar scrub. You get sugar, it's less evasive than salt, and put in the pumpkin and grind it up and use it as a sugar scrub in the shower on your body. So there's just nice little things you can do like that are fun. They smell good. You can give it as a hostess gift. It will last in the refrigerator in a little mason jar. Put a bow on it and give it to one of your friends.
I love that idea. I mean, your skin looks like it's glowing today. What have you been doing?
Oh, I've been using a lot of face oil and the retin-A. I'm shocked. I try to shock it. Retin-A, different hydro creams that just keep it hydrated. And
now the retin-A, when I use it, my face is always red and irritated, but that's the good news of it, right? because you
Yes.
want that. But how long do you use the Retin-A for straight on? Just curious.
I mean, I'll use it every other day, but
Okay.
my skin is like, I don't know, like a mule, and it doesn't do any of that. So I just slather it on when I go to bed, and then, let it do what it does. And in the morning, I get some face oil. I'll use an almond oil and some warm water and wipe it all off. And so it's nice and hydrated.
Awesome. So your skin never peels really from it? The
No,
Retin-A? Okay.
no,
Do you use
no. I wish it
prescription
would.
form? Do you use
I
prescription
do.
form or?
I have a very strong one. I mean, it does a little bit, but not as much as I would think. But I
Okay.
also use do you use those blades for facial hair?
No, I use a Mach 3 razor. I shave my whole body with a guy razor. I shaved my face with it. I just did it yesterday before I did
Oh
my
my
thing.
God, look at good.
I've
That
been
is
shaving my face for years, and people, because I don't want to be that person out in the sunlight. My girlfriend had major peach fuzz, and she would
it's
look.
uh,
I just use a
it's
real razor.
shock. Okay, you can totally do that, but I know. And then a lot of women, I say this to my clients, when I'm doing their makeup, like they're the peach fuzz
You
is
can't put
so
makeup on it. It gets
no,
clumpy.
it gets clumpy, and you see this hair. It's
Gross.
really a situation. It's gross.
Hmm.
So I have a razor. It's just like a little blade. You can get them on Amazon. You can get like 50 of them for like $10. They're fantastic. So it's just a little braid, and and it's so great because it exfoliates, it gets off the hair, thank God. But that's probably why I don't peel a lot, because I do that.
Mm-hmm.
I exfoliate because I'm not sure which razor is more aggressive. Maybe my blade is. So it takes off a lot of dead skin.
How
So
often do you do that?
I'd say once a week,
Okay.
maybe twice a week. I don't know, once a week. If my face doesn't grow that much. I'm not the bearded lady, but
Mhm.
I but it's so great for what it helps, obviously, is exfoliating, removing the hair, but it also helps all your products to penetrate better. Your vitamin C serums, your creams, everything is going to penetrate better because you don't have all this dead skin and hair. And ladies, do not worry. You're not going to be the bearded lady at the circus. You're
No,
not going
it
to
doesn't grow back fat. Why does
it
everyone say
doesn't.
that?
I don't know, but it's the craziest. That's probably like the craziest wives' tale I've ever heard about these beards. I'm like, no, I don't grow any. In fact, I think it's even less hair than before. It's so nothing. And I think it's one of the best things that I've seen. And that is why a lot of times I think a lot of my images with my clients look so good, because there is no facial hair. And I have to tell you, as women age, their peach fuzz gets pretty thick.
I
And
agree.
it doesn't photograph well.
Oh my goodness.
So
I agree.
anyway, I
love
think
that we do that.
I love that you do that. I tell you, you and I are from the same tribe. We just
Same
didn't,
here.
we just found it.
Yeah. So and that's all year round. That's not just a fall thing. Shave
No,
blade all the
it's
time.
it's literally the forehead, between
Even
the
here.
brows, the nose.
And I even
Yes.
do here.
Oh yeah.
And then even like my mustache area, I do like that. I don't
Yeah. And
bleach
then I
anything.
also will do like in the crease of the nose.
Ooh.
You get a lot of like residue, like on the crease of your, in the corners of your nose. You get residue from cream, foundation, and it just gets all the gunk out, gets rid of blackheads. Also go down to the, the face, the bottom, and the chin and the neck. It all needs to be
Wait, you know what I forget to do? I used to have a nose hair cutter, which I don't have anymore. So last week I was in the mirror and I was like,
God.
oh my gosh,
Did
I
you
have so
cut your
many
nose?
nose hair. But so I literally took my tweezer and just plucked every nose hair in my nose. So I have none right now. It was
Oh
like
my God. Well,
painfully
that's why
fun.
it's painfully fun, but you're like, ooh, there's this one more. That's why that little blade that you can get on Amazon, it does nose hairs as well.
Oh, it does? Oh, cool.
Yes. Yes, I
Good
do
to
that
know.
very often. Yes. And unfortunately, sometimes on my photo shoots, I have men. I do a lot of men. I work with Fox. I work with, CBS, all these different networks, Food Network, and I get men, and sometimes I have to do their ears, their nose, their brows. I have all kinds of lovely things I get to do
I love it. I love it.
with a little blade.
Oh, awesome. What
Yes.
other regimens do we have here? What else do we do?
So I was also thinking that, we've talked about this before. Jill and I are water mongrels, and we, very much believe, to have a healthy body, it needs to be hydrated. It fills you up. Your organs are going to work better. Your skin's going to look better. You're going to just be healthier. So what I was thinking to do, and I'm going to do this on my next segment on the 20th on NBC, we're doing the pumpkin scrubs and mask. And then we're also doing a to-go water bar. So you can add, like spa water. Everyone sees it. And when they go to the spa, it's like, oh my God, I love this basil, blueberry, mint, water. You can do it at home. It's so easy. It takes no time, and you can prepare it ahead of time. You can put it in little mason jars, adding, mint, basil, blueberries, raspberries, any fruit that you have. Citrus is great for, detoxifying as well. Put in lemon, put in an orange, and your water will taste good. You'll be much more excited since it's ready in the refrigerator, grab and go. Just every time you go get in the car, get in the habit of grabbing a water bottle. And while you're in the car, drink it. Just think, how many errands do you do a day? How many times do you go to school to pick up kids or from practice? You're in the car like 6-8 times a day. Just imagine how much water you can get in your system without even having to think about it if you get in that habit.
Getting mine. Thank you.
Look at you. Good girl. Good girl. It's also probably a good time right now with your mascara. Go get a new mascara. I recommend doing it every 2 to 3 months. They start drying out, eye infection. It's just, get in the habit. It's a good thing to get. And then with your skincare for winter, you're going to change it. What you're probably doing in the summer, it's probably a lot lighter. In the winter, even though the sun's not out, the cold is actually harsher, I think, on your skin than the sun. So you're inside more. The heating systems dry out your skin. Rain, snow, severe cold is really harsh on your skin. So you do need to protect it with a heavier moisturizer, and I think it will help you keep your skin better through the winter. What do you think? What are your hints for winter?
Winter, I get like the red cheeks that I have now, but I do get like I guess it's like rosacea in the summer, and then it's, I don't know what you call it in the winter. It's maybe still rosacea, but when I'm cold, I get those red circles on my cheeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't cover that up. It's hard. But winter care, but still, one thing that people don't realize, you should be wearing sunblock still in the winter when you're out.
Yes.
The sun is still out there, harsh and reflecting.
Yes. And sometimes it's even worse if you're skiing. It's like being in Cabo. It is really intense, sometimes even more. The reflection from the sun on the snow to the face is deadly. You can get really severe damage to your skin. So that's, winter doesn't mean you stop. It's 365 days of the year.
It's so true.
Super important. Let's see what else with skin. Maybe it's time to get your brows done. How often are people getting their brows done? I do not. When my daughters were young, I set up an account at a little salon in our town in Mill Valley, and I had a credit card on file, and I told my daughters, do not ever, never, ever, never touch your brows. If you ever want to get it done, go to someone, because I have seen so many instances where people will pluck the heck out of one side and they keep trying to make the other one even, and they can't do it. Let a professional do it. And especially with kids, it's not that expensive. At least the first time your child wants to have, their brows done, let them at least get the first shape done. It doesn't need to be done all the time, but you really don't want to get in the habit of plucking unless you really know what you're doing, because it can become a situation that is irreparable. I have women coming to me that have no brows because they plucked them all out.
Yeah.
And it's like the one hair on your body. How often don't you wish that would happen with your legs? Like, why can't they stop growing? Why can't that hair stop growing?
It's so funny. Yeah. My mom did that. She had them permanently tattooed. And then my girlfriend does that for a living. And she actually shaded in mine a little bit to make them darker. But the pigment kind of went out. But I also believe a little tune up in that area it's not so bad to put that in there. Or I use like a powder every day to from Clinique. I just put a little brush, but eyebrows. But the funny thing is eyebrows do change. My mom had like very thin ones years ago. Now you have the bigger brow area here. So it's good to be able to have some, and you can always keep changing them.
Yes. But if you demolish them, then you can't. So it is. It's good, and I think it's a great thing for daughters to be able to go to their moms and just say, what am I going to do with these brows before they do something to it? So I was proactive with my kids with their brow. I never got mad. My kids make jokes that when we would go on holiday as a family, if they weren't getting their like a manicure and pedicure, I would be like, my daughter told someone, my mom would rather I be a crack addict than go on vacation without my nails done. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably true.
Oh my God.
I'm like, have some self-pride. Take care of yourself. Like, who wants to see chipped nails and toes? It's disgusting. It's like, to me, it's like you don't brush your teeth. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. At this time, remind us how we could reach you, darling.
Yes, you can go to ChristinaFlach.com to see my makeup artistry. You can see the different segments that we do on NBC on California Live and different photo shoots I have with my celebrities, PrettyGirlMakeup.com. And my new company, we have 2 eyeshadow kits coming out the end of October, hopefully, at I'mTooBusy.co.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And your products, tell us about your products and everything, because you're so modest. You don't speak about it.
Sorry, I know I'm here talking about pumpkin. I last week was at my manufacturer putting together 2 different kits. I think that it's really hard for women. They say they don't have time. So I wanted to have these eyeshadow palettes for light skin and one for darker skin, that you have everything. You can do your brows, you can do an eyeliner with the shadow, and you can, use it as a shadow, obviously. So I just think everyone has 5 minutes. And with I'm Too Busy, I'm creating this line that you are able to have what exactly you need. You're not going to need contouring stuff. We're having foundation sticks that you can use as foundation, concealer, and primer, blush sticks that you can use as blush, you can use as lip, and the eyeshadow kits. And so it's really, I think, important when you go out in the world, look the best you can look, feel good about yourself, feel confident. We're all visual. We all want to see a pretty thing. You also don't want to go into a meeting and feel distracted, like, oh my God, I have black circles under my eyes, like I had 25 minutes ago. I can't be speaking about beauty and wellness if I'm looking exhausted and tired. So it is, for me, I don't know. I just like trying to feel like the best version of me every day when I go out into the world.
Me too. Me too. Even on the days with no makeup, it's good to give your body, your face a rest. And let me ask you the importance of that. People working, who have to wear makeup a lot. What do you recommend? You have to let the skin breathe, right?
Yes. So at the end of the day, I think it's good. The makeup, I don't have any complaints about. It's protection on your skin. So that's great, because now foundations have sunscreen in it, which is fantastic. But at the end of the day, it is really, really important to take off all your makeup. You can use a facial oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use a makeup wipe, but get it all off. Your skin is a cell. It needs to breathe. It needs air to rejuvenate. So, I know you're tired at the end of the day. So am I. Get your oil, put it on a toilet, a makeup wipe or a toilet sheet, and just wipe it all off. Mascara has to come off, ladies. It doesn't, it's not part of you. It's really unhealthy. It's bad for your lashes. So it's super important to take it all off. Some eye cream, some serums, and a heavy night cream. That's fine. Also, hands and feet. We forget about them sometimes, and they're out in the world. Before bed, just have a little cream by your bed, massage your hands, put it on your feet, massage your feet. I promise you, you will sleep so much better if you give yourself a 30-second foot massage, or have your person do it. Even better. You could do a trade.
I love that.
Right?
Nothing like a good foot massage. Seriously.
Who doesn't? Yes, everyone loves a foot massage.
Remind me of, I have like severe callus on my feet, and I used to get pedicures a lot. I don't have the time, and I just have those feet that callus grow. Like people, oh, you have high heels, and I spent years in high heels. It's not that, because now I don't wear high heels much, and my callus just grows. It's horrible. So I need to get like the callus remover and stuff. But when I do that, it feels so good.
It feels so good. And then have that in the shower, the little buffer thing.
Yep, I have the foot. Yep. Pumice
stone. The hummus stone. That's what it is. I'm like,
pumice,
that
pumice,
rock.
Yep.
Pumice, yes. Have that in the shower and just do it for a second. Every time you take a shower, that'll just keep your feet maintained. My whole thing with beauty is consistency.
Yeah.
Take good care of your skin. Take care of your hands and your feet. It's just, then you're not going to really need to do so much maintenance because it's kind of little by little every day you're doing it. I just wore out my Vitamix. I can't even believe it, but I did, which I make all my green juice with. I had to order a new one. The canister like started leaking all over the floor. So the green juice, I know that you can't do it with your stomach issues, but for those of you who can, it is really important to be able to get a lot of greens in your body. It helps your health. It boosts your immune system. It helps digestion. It is really great for you. Also, like with my kids, I would make them a green juice and stick it in a wine glass, and I would give it to them before dinner and tell them that was their cocktail. Ooh. So I would make them, my kitty green juice is, you can do orange juice or apple juice. You can throw in a banana. You can throw in tons of handfuls of spinach and power greens. It does not taste. They will not taste any of the green. Throw in some blueberries, because some kids have this thing like, ew, it's green, I don't want to eat it. Fine, now it's red. So now it's purple.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, you don't like green? Try blue. So I would give that to my kids in a wine glass with a straw. And I'm like, when that is finished, then you can have your pasta, chicken, or whatever else. So that was just kind of a little habit that we got into. And they have, and to this day, my kids are in their 20s and they drink their green juice. They don't even think about it. So it's just, you know, when people tell me, oh, my kids only eat 5 things. Well, that's because that's all you're giving them. Open their horizons, you know.
Guilty.
You want
that's
them.
big. Guilty. No, one of my son eats everything. The other one doesn't eat anything, but he's just like me. So but he's very picky. And I know where he gets it from. And because
then what can you say? You're like,
I'm like, I just like pasta, chicken fingers, and French fries and pizza too. I do.
My kids would have been like, oh, we want to go live at Aunt Jill's house.
Yeah,
why are we here having green juice and, brown rice and tofu?
That's good though. No, I do. My palate has expanded. I don't eat any fish, so I don't make any fish in my house. So my little guy likes fish. We go out, he'll have some, but mommy doesn't make it. So I don't expand his palate well enough. I'm like, you'll be out of the house soon. You could get your.
You'll be
fish.
fine. You can exactly. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying in general. You're an amazing mother, and I know your kids are healthy and they eat well.
So are you. Stop. You're awesome. We still got 2 minutes left on the clock. So what else do you want to share about
what else can we talk about?
Yes.
So I have a shoot coming up with Tyler Florence at the end of the month. He's my client for 17 years. I'm looking forward to that. I've got some Fox shoots coming up, and then NBC California Live on the 20th. We are shooting fall, and then we'll be shooting in the next month. We'll be shooting for holidays. So I'm going to try to figure out what exciting things we can do for holiday makeup and hair.
Yay.
So last year it was like the no red lip. It was a gold lip with like the smoky eyes. So we'll see what I conjure up this year.
Love it. Can't wait. And if we want to reach out to you, how do we do so?
Yes, ChristinaFlach.com, PrettyGirlMakeup.com, and I'mTooBusy.co.
I love it.
And we're on Instagram and Facebook.
No, love it. Yes. Enjoy your weekend, and
you as well. Thank you, Jill.
I will. We'll talk soon, sweetheart. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Always a pleasure seeing
love
your
you.
Beautiful face. I love you too. I wish we lived closer. Can I come?
I'm coming to New York at the end of the month.
Okay, keep in touch. We'll figure it out maybe. If not, I'm coming to you. I need a break.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home.
that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.